If you're still annoyed that HBO cancelled Westworld without giving it a proper conclusion, check out this mind-bending science fiction series that has a strong ending to satisfy your craving. Based on the Michael Crichton novel of the same name, which was also adapted into a movie, adding to the long list of Michael Crichton adaptations, Westworld premiered on HBO in 2016 and lasted for 4 inconsistent seasons. The strange thing about Westworld is that it dipped in Season 2, only to come back stronger in Seasons 3 and 4. Sadly, that just wasn't enough to convince HBO to let the series finish with its planned final 5th season. Westworld was filled with questions and mysteries, and sadly, a lot of them were left open-ended. It's a bummer because the series was being built up to be something special, and despite a few hiccups, it felt like the showrunners had a good handle on what they wanted to do with the final season of the show. If you're frustrated with the many questions left unanswered, there's another mind-bending TV show you can check out that's a lot more satisfying. Dark is as confusing and shocking as Westworld. Netflix's Dark is a psychologically probing mystery. Dark is a German-language Netflix original series that premiered in 2017 and ran for 3 seasons until 2020. The psychological, mind-bending mystery thriller is set in the fictional town of Winden, Germany. When children suddenly start disappearing from the town, 4 estranged families are brought together and begin to piece together an impossible and sinister time travel plot that spans generations and threatens to unspool their lives, in the past, present, and the future. Characters are played by multiple actors throughout the various decades, as the show jumps from one to another, atmospheric in every way, from its music to its visuals. Dark creates an unsettling and haunting world, but one that you can't help but want to delve deeper into. It's a slow-burning show that never drags, and waits just long enough to answer questions so that you never feel like you're being lugged along. There are also plenty of philosophical themes to chew on, much in the way of Westworld, and it's interesting how both shows comment on the idea of free will and the determination of fate. If you love The Rising, Dark is the right show for you. Dark is filled with mysteries, clues, and puzzles. Eva, Barbara Nuss, sitting in a chair in Dark. One of the best parts of a show like Westworld or Dark is how fun the theorycrafting around the show is. With the advent of the internet and message boards, it has never been a more convenient and enjoyable time to espouse theories and peruse the tiny clues and Easter eggs endlessly examined by fans of a show. Particularly with science fiction mystery shows, there always seems to be something that's left unsaid or hints at a storyline far in the future. Dark offers this in spades, and even tops Westworld when it comes to theorycrafting. There is a lot to pay attention to in Dark, which means that if you take your eyes off the screen for even a moment, you could end up missing something critical. However, Dark is also a German-language show, so if you don't speak German, you'll need to have subtitles on, which means you'll have no choice but to pay attention if you plan on watching it with any sort of focus. So it's a series that not only encourages The Rising but rewards it and makes it easy to confirm or disprove any theory. Dark got the satisfying ending Westworld never did. Westworld needed one more season to tell its story. Jonas, Louis Hoffman, entering the cave in Netflix's Dark. Westworld was heading somewhere fantastic at the end of Season 4, with humanity heading to a place it would never return from. To avoid this fate, Dolores, Evan Rachel Wood, decides to give humans and hosts one last chance, recreating a version of Westworld to give sentient life time and a place to prove it can survive. Season 5 would have then observed Dolores' experiment and the end results, whether sentient life survives or not. It's a good final question for the series, but we never got the answer, and the series will always be lesser for it. The Dark, on the other hand, was made with 3 seasons in mind, and so the creators were able to shape their story so that it came to a confident and satisfying ending. It's too strong of an ending to spoil here, but be assured that the biggest questions of the series are answered in Season 3, and while some things are left mysteriously open-ended, you won't feel cheated in any way. Losing Westworld before Season 5 will always be a drag, but at least there are some other mind-bending series to pick up the slack.